Wow, I gotta say, look like all the high clouds are moving away from Brady. And as you can pretty much see over there, out there in the far distance, all of them are moving away, going towards Cross Plains, San Angelo, and all those other towns out there. But anyway, just been a relaxing afternoon. It's really nice just to chill out, enjoy life. One of the best things I love to do is having nothing to worry about, just chilling out every now and then. I'm like that when I get off work. I would go strip, get my clothes off, jump in the shower, get my shower, and after that, get out, get dressed, and so far, just enjoy life, watch TV, find things to do at my apartment. But anyway, I gotta say, a lot of times it could be boring to being in that apartment complex without my dog. Even though it's a no pet policy, which I disagree on. A lot of apartment complexes should not have a no pet policy. But I'm no land person, I'm no landlord or anything else like that. Anybody that has jurisdiction can make those type of rules. And they really can. But, I'm not. But gotta say, I hope I quit paying rent soon. I'll leave this dumb organization called SWF behind. So all they getting is money. That's all they care about these days is the money. Now I wish Dad wouldn't have put me in there. I wish he could have found another organization that would get me the much needed help. And I just really think that having a special organization for all these other people, they're trying to teach them independence and stuff. But I'm not a special need person that needs help. I mean, I know how to pay my bills. I know how to pay the rent, the electric, and all these other things. I mean, I've been doing it for already 2 years or 3. That, yeah, for the last 3 years, I've paid my own bills. And I'm the only income. Now, like if it was me and Benny paying the bills, I would have my income and his income for us to help each other pay the bills. But, why am I bringing him up in this one? He didn't help me. He just did everything he could to flat up take advantage of people, and that's exactly what he did. And I'm still sticking with what I said. Feel like everything is his fault, and it is. All the lying that he's done. That's what drove us away and apart. But I'm not going to just continue to cry about all these things that have happened. I mean, it's time to move on and forget the people that hate me. And, just build a future towards myself. And hopefully one day I'll have a girlfriend and maybe me and her will be on the right track or something. But hopefully we will be. As long as we care for each other and we know that we'll always be there for each other. We learn to adapt and know that change is always good. But I know it's been 3 years that, I don't know why I brought Benny or even mentioned him on the show for. But, he's gone and I can't change the fact that he's never going to change. He's just going to live in his own delusional world where he is right now. He lives in a world full of lies, deceit, manipulation, and all he does and all he thinks about is trying to take advantage of other people. It's been that way from the first time I known him to the last day that we actually quit caring for one another. He quit caring for me, I quit caring for him. I got even. But I actually was the one that did everything for him because I cared. And if I thought I would win his trust, then I would think that he would change, that he would say, hey, as long as we work together and as long as we could take care of each other, that'd be a good thing. As long as we work together and we learn how to trust each other, which technically I would not even define the word trust in him because there's none in him. I mean, there ain't. I'm saying it. But one lie can really hurt somebody. And he lied all this time. 9.5 years I helped him. And that's all he ever cared about was taking my money and being a lying little cheat. He didn't pay me anything back. He's took away from me. But I know I'm not getting it back. I know I have to suffer with a lot of losses because it was my fault for trusting him. And I didn't know that he was going to do me this way. Just really thought if I could win his trust, we could trust each other. We could help each other. We could adapt with each other. But the change is not in him. It's the same way with my uncle, Richard. It's all he cares about is, he's the exact same way as Benny. Because they both care about money, fame, fortune, greed, all this other stuff that's going on. I think these corrupt people need to understand that money is not all everything. Money is our necessity of life. You have a roof over your head. You got money to pay your bills. You got money to help you survive. to put food on the table. It's not about taking these silly Caribbean cruises or going out to Vegas or doing whatever, blowing your money on these silly things. I think really that's not the way that people should be blowing their money on things, but they do it. They say, hey, let's go to Las Vegas. Hey, let's go on these silly cruises out in the Caribbean. Let's go to Cayman Islands. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's a waste of money when you're just blowing all of this money on useless junk. But anyway, it's just the older generation these days, you know? The older generation, that's all they think about. But, you know, we live in a world where we live and learn each and every day to do what is right, not to what's wrong. To be a standing example for one another. That's what we should be. And we shouldn't beat others down just because of, you know, what they do or what we say against them, but I feel like they need to hear what we have to say and how we express our feelings. You know, that's just necessity of life. We have to spread a little, a little affectionate and caringness just to teach others how we should feel. And, that's just me in general. I have a caring heart. I know that I have a family that I should love, and I've got friends that I should love, and I've got you guys as well. And even a show here on YouTube. Love's new series has been a big part of me for a long time. 11 years. And I'm going to keep on doing it till the very end. But anyway, well, I guess I'm done talking. Let's see what my love girl is doing. What you doing? Are you taking you a nap? That sure looks like it, though. What was that? But I tell you, 11 years. It's a long time. For me in love, for this show, it's always good that we have memories to look at, a lot of things. That, there has been a lot of changes over the years. 3 years after the move, 3 years after Benny and I separated from our friendship, Springwood home is still sitting out there, just left deserted, like nobody to live in there. Still not sewed. it was like my favorite home. Feel like I walk freely upstairs, downstairs, through the kitchen, through the loft, through the front yard, the backyard, anywhere I wanted to go. I had that free reign to do so. And yes, if I'm forgetting about the last previous filming studio, it was definitely the one that I really liked. Don't you wrinkle your nose. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is I think that a lot of times we should learn how to express our feelings towards others. That way, people would say, hey, I was in the same boat like you were. I lost a friend that betrayed me, that took our friendship not serious enough. He didn't learn. In this lifetime, we live and learn each and every day. That's the necessity of growing up. I mean, if we do an accident, accidents happen. It's not the end of the world. Uh, No, I just really think that Benny should have cared. And I see deep down the corruption that's going through him right now. That is not Benny. That's somebody else. But, it's the same as my Uncle Richard right now. He's doing all these things, and I don't need to explain it again what he's doing. He's money hungry, just like Benny is. And my grandma brought him up, and Richard, and even my dad did. He's like, son, I know it's been 3 years since you two have ended your friendships and stuff, and this and that. I know that things will never be the same. That maybe one day he'll have a change of heart. What are you doing? Are you scratching? Are your ears itchy? What? Do you hear that bird? That bird said squawk. Huh? And I did my level best to help him in all the ways that I could have done. But I know those good days are done, and we can never go back. And I know it's time for us to move on. Be happy in life. Be happy and grateful for the ones we have. Our loved ones. Because without them, how are we ever going to be happy? Be with the ones that you love daily. Because you never know. We're all not guaranteed a tomorrow, but spend every day with them. You know, tell them how grateful you are that you came in and you tried so hard to help them and do your level best. You know, I pray that people will see the light. They will say, hey, you know, John, you're right. Anyway, what you doing? Hmm? You're being a good girl. Yeah. Just look at that. You're snoring. Here, raise up a little bit. There you go. See, this is what true love is. You're there for each other. You show love and affectionate to each other. You got hair right there, love. Yeah. Don't you wrinkle your nose. That's a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and kind of reminds me of what Ahsoka Tano used to say when her and Sabine were on that world. She was telling her it's time to move on. And I gotta say, it is time to move on. It's time to adapt change once and for all. And to adapt this journey. I mean, wherever it takes me in love, I hope and pray for better success. Good girl. Mm-hmm. He'll look like a bat. But, you know, it's her birthday coming up. And within a few weeks. And hopefully be around to celebrate it. It's going to be pretty good. I think she's 9 years. I think that's what it is. But anyway. Look, it's bat. Is it a bat? You know, look like a bat. They'll probably dress you up in Halloween. And then you either make her a bat or get a white plain sheet right off the bed and dress her up as a ghost. That would be funny. She'd be like, ooh. Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And we are out of time for this week. So, anyway, we'll see y'all next Friday night for our next 2 episodes of Love's new series, the sequel, Series 2.